Am I giving off sufficient dad energy? Yeah, like, for some reason, because like I am married, right? Like it's like I got like 9 regular fingers and 1 on house arrest, right? My wife is 8 and like a half months pregnant right now. You know what I'm saying? Like and see that's cool. You guys reacted the correct way. Right? You're like, oh, that's nice. Like, are you excited? Are you having a boy or a girl? Like, wow, that's like pretty good. Because like San Francisco, here's what I've noticed. In San Francisco, people they react to the news of you having a kid in 3 ways. 3 ways, right? There's one way, the way you just did, the correct way. Right? The second way, the first of the 2 incorrect ways, is where they use the news of your kid as an excuse to talk about their dog. Like, oh my God, you're having a kid? Wow, that's so crazy. I know about responsibility too. I have a puppy. I'm like, oh, tight. So like, did you have trouble going back to work when you were breastfeeding your puppy? You know? And it's not the same thing, man. It's not the same thing, right? Because like, for example, if you invite me over, right, to meet your new puppy, right? And then 6 months later, you invite me over again, and there's no puppy and no explanation, right? I might have a couple of questions, like, around the edges. But if you call me up to hang out and meet your new baby, and then 6 months later you call me up again, and I go over, no explanation, and no baby, like, I'm out, man. So the other incorrect way, they react like a heavy metal song that is being used to like market an MMA match. You know what I mean? No, it's like, you're like, oh yeah, actually, like, we're pregnant. And they're like, oh, well, the time to sleep is now! They're like, oh, we're expecting, and they're like, oh, get ready to step into the pain! Right? This one person was like, oh, you're having a kid? Well, prepare for your whole life to be about poop. And I'm like, lady, I have lived my whole life in San Francisco. It's always fundamentally been about poop, man. Here's some people react with this way, which is a weird one, which is like they don't know how to ask, like, if we know if we're having a boy or a girl, right? I'm like, they're like, oh, you're having a baby? Oh, you must be so excited. Do you know if do you know the gender? No, the sex? Do you know? I had one person, they go, do you know what style of baby you're having? I'm like, well, I was hoping for a French New Wave, but my wife was holding out for Italian neorealism. I'm happy that I'm doing it this. I'm very happy in the age, and I'm not saying if you guys are here on an internet date, that's cool. Thanks for coming out. But man, I am glad I was able to spare myself that particular indignity. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, when I was like dating, like, when I was dating, they didn't have like super mega dating sites. They had like eHarmony was the one they would try to get you in on. Right? And like my friend tried to sell me out. He was like, no, you gotta use eHarmony because that's when they have the 31 points of compatibility. And I was like, hey man, listen, no offense, but I think if there's one type of woman that I've like conclusively ruled out, is people who have 31 or more things in common with me. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to hold the mirror up that close. You know what I mean? I don't want to know who's on the other side. Like, so Arthur, tell me, I hear you like Wu-Tang Clan.